Governor Cuomo, Attorney General Snyderman, Senator Schumer, and Chief Judge DeFore. Who is Richard D. Simmons, acting Chief Judge of the Court of Appeals, to deny me my New York State constitutional right to appeal to the Court of Appeals? He lied in his decision, stating I raised other issues than the constitutionality of state statutes. He knows it. He can't show it, and then I am told that they can't tell me what issues I raised. I have to take their word for it. And then they send it to the whole court, and the whole court throws it out. That tells you how corrupt the New York State Court of Appeals is. It's the most corrupt court in the United States. Every one of those judges need to be removed from office. They're not protecting the constitutional rights of litigants in this state. Judge Richard D. Simmons issuing a false certificate. A person is guilty of issuing a false certificate when, being a public servant authorized by law to make or issue official certificates or other official instruments, and with the intent to defraud, deceive, or injure another person. He attempted to defraud me, he's deceiving me, and he's injuring me by stripping me of my constitutional rights to a public trial, a jury trial, a court of proper jurisdiction. These support magistrates are illegal. Who is he? Why should he be held above the law? I'm tired of hearing from you public Democrats and everybody else telling me no one is above the law, and yet you cover it up. This guy needs to be arrested and put in jail. And I don't give a hoot about the statute of limitations. I have been denied my rights for 30 years. He's collecting a state pension. For what? Stripping the citizens of this state of their rights? And you four are going to sit there and do nothing? Just like all your predecessors have done nothing? And Judge Kay sitting there saying, my case hadn't been severed. It most certainly had been, and the case law supports my position. Also, further on, she stated that the right to a public trial, when we raised these issues for people in jail, it was Charles Collins versus Shufeld, which will be addressed later on. She held that a right to a public trial is not a sufficient right in this state by stating no substantial constitutional question was raised, meaning the right to a public trial is not a substantial right in this state. The right to a jury trial is not a substantial right. How bad is the state of New York? How corrupt is it? And he leads all back to Andrew Cuomo's father Mario, who appointed both Kay and Simmons to the Court of Appeals. And they sit there and have the audacity to say these people have integrity? They don't have integrity. They're whores. Both of them. They're whores for the judiciary. They're corrupt. And Simmons needs to be arrested and put in jail. Either he comes out and states what other issues I raised, or he's guilty of it. He needs to contradict what I've stated and what I've written in my paperwork, and he can't do it. Because he's a sniveling coward. Both Kay and Simmons are traitors to both the United States Constitution, the New York State Constitution, and make no mistake about it, they're both terrorists. Do something. You Democrats keep claiming that you're there to protect everybody. You're there to corrupt everybody and strip them of their rights.